James Harden just surpassed Kobe Bean Bryant for the most consecutive 30-plus point games in a season with 17 consecutive games. And with such a crowning achievement, it's only fair to now compare the two? Well, whether it's fair or not, let's see how comparable Harden's current scoring efforts so far matches up against the Mamba's best scoring year in the 05-06 NBA season. My name is Gokul Gopikrishna, and this is Speculation Corner. Let's start with the stats. The stats, by the way, are a little deceiving at first glance. Right now, through 40 games, Harden's been averaging 34.8 points per game on 44% shooting from the field. Kobe averaged 35.4 points per game throughout the totality of the 05-06 season, shooting 45% from the field, and through the same 40 games as Harden averaged 35.8 points per game on the same 45% shooting from the field. So no real difference between the two. But here comes the difference. For one, Harden actually has a higher usage rate than Kobe during the 05-06 season. Harden's usage rate is just below 40%, sitting at 39.8%, while Kobe's was 38.8%. First of all, these gotta be some of the highest usage rates you're ever gonna find, and for good reason. Kobe suffered with a team with lacking talent, to put it lightly. Kwame Brown was still rocking the purple and gold for the Lakers, and Lakers fans were holding out to hope that he would become something special, or really anything at all. And Smush Parker was the third leading scorer for the team, averaging 11.5 points per game. Enough said. Harden's been suffering from much of the same, although for different reasons. Harden's been fending for himself after key injuries to stars like Chris Paul and Eric Gordon and even Clint Capella. So it used to be Kobe or bust, and now it's Harden or bust. Moving on to another key difference, effective field goal percentage. Effective field goal percentage significantly points in Harden's favor with 55% compared to Kobe's 49%. Kobe's obviously not necessarily known for his efficiency anyways, is his scoring give him a break? However, this effective field goal percentage is a little misleading. It wastes 3-point shots and attempts more than 2-point attempts. Back in 05 and 06, very few, including Kobe, were throwing up 3-pointers. It was all about the mid-range for the most part. Kobe's skills and dominance was in the mid-range with pull-ups and fadeaways, not to mention the constant driving to the basket, and even playing back to the basket. I know, what's that, right? Well, Harden ain't about that lifestyle either. Harden averages almost 13 3-point attempts per game, more than double of Kobe's. Kobe averaged about 6 per game. Harden shoots just below 39% from the 3-point line. Kobe shot 31%. And so that's where the real disparity in effective field goal percentage comes through. The other major disparity in their scoring performances and preferences comes in free throws. Now, Kobe averaged almost 10 free throws per game. Harden's been averaging 11. Not too big of a difference. However, Harden in 40 games has already shot 15 or more free throws 12 times. Kobe shot 15 or more free throws 13 times in 80 games. So if you think Harden gets a lot of calls now, and if you think refs are way too soft with calls nowadays or just with him, or if you think a crap ton of Harden's points comes from the line making his achievements less brilliant, then I guess you'd be kinda right, kinda. See, despite his ridiculous amount of free throw attempts per game, it's still not too far off from Kobe, first of all. And that's normal for a superstar who's not afraid of contact, or at least not afraid of drawing contact, even if it's sometimes out of nowhere and wasn't really there to begin with. It probably speaks to Harden's IQ and skill more than anything for taking advantage of the game today. Now, how good of a scorer is Harden right now so far this season compared to the Mamba in 05-06? So we broke down the differences in stats. Harden focuses more on threes and free throws while Kobe's more about 2-point attempts. One small stat we forgot to talk about was actually minutes. Harden's actually been playing less minutes. Harden's averaging 37 minutes per game compared to Kobe's 40. Still, Harden's higher usage rate signals the Rockets' clear focus on Harden on offense. And that's where I draw part of the distinction. Harden's got a coach and an offense suited perfectly to him. Perfectly suited to draw out all of Harden's scoring potential. 7 seconds or less and the ability to jack up as many threes as he wants. Also, the weak defenses due to the rule changes and even softer calls from refs definitely help. And even though Harden's got a weakened team right now, it's still not close to as bad as Kobe's team is. Simply put, the load on Kobe was just much higher. And finally, Harden's got his 3-pointers, and he's clearly a superior 3-point shooter. Even if you want to say Kobe would be better if not for the era he played in. But even giving that to Harden, outside of that, to me, skill set wise, Kobe just does everything that Harden does but better. And even does some of the things that Harden doesn't do. Kobe has the handles, the smooth movement, better fundamentals and footwork for sure. One of the best post games for a guard in NBA history, although wasn't quite as refined at the time as later in his career, and he's significantly more athletic than Harden's ever gonna be. So Kobe's 05-06 season is still better to me. But I mean, you never know. Let's see how many more consecutive games Harden can drop 30 plus, or how many 50-point games he can drop in a season. I doubt he can top the 81 points Kobe scored, but you never know. When you take more than 11 threes per game consistently, nothing is out of the question. That's all on this comparison. Let me know what you think. You think Harden's season will end up being better than Kobe's 05-06 season? You think it's better already? Why or why not? Or let me know what Harden's got to do to be better than Kobe was in 05 and 06. Anyways, my name is Gokul Gopi Krishna, and this has been Speculation Corner. Subscribe for more content like this.